Hello, this is Red Wizard 52, and this is a relaxing Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins, Episode 1. I really love this game. It's just a great fantasy setting. I've only played through it one time, in 2009 actually, when it first came out on Xbox 360, and haven't played it since. I played as a human mage, so on this one I'd like to actually play as a warrior. So yeah, I'm gonna aim for 30 episodes, and I'll probably keep playing it to the end. But the goal at first is to do at least 30 episodes. This episode I'll probably make the character and maybe do a little bit of questing and stuff. But so yeah, so Dragon Age Origins. And so is the golden city blackened, with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven, and doom upon all the world. The Canticle of Thrinades, Chapter 8, verse 13.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
All right. So the background you select will determine which of the 6 distinct opening stories you play through. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. It's interesting. I had the graphics set to as high as possible, so they look pretty good. There are a lot of backgrounds that I find really intriguing. With this PC version from Steam, the Ultimate Edition, there are several additional DLC backgrounds that I haven't played before, like this dwarf commoner background. Born castless in a land where rank is everything, bound as a lackey and thug of a local crime lord, you've spent your life invisible. I think that's really cool sounding. And also there's this dwarf noble, very cool. As the favored child of the dwarven king, you proudly take up your first military command. I actually want to, I'm really intrigued by these, but I think I'm going to do the just a human warrior, human noble background, because I haven't done it before. The only other thing I've done is human mage and the magi background. Man, those graphics look pretty good. So yeah, we're gonna do human warrior, noble background. This is called warrior. Okay.
Greetings.
Greetings to you. So let's just go through the presets. I'll probably just pick a preset. Kind of like that. Yeah. Skin complexion. They keep, let's see. Yeah. But, no tattoos. We're noble, so we won't have tattoos. I don't know about this beard, though. I mean, the beard's cool. Is there a closer beard? Is there, okay, beard. No. Let's see, something that's a little bit less. Okay, like that. I like that a little. Let's see. I guess the bigger beard is better. Yeah, I'll stick with that. That's my warrior. And maybe the hair will be a little bit darker. Oh. The hairstyle's pretty cool. I know, I like that hairstyle. That's cool. We'll go with that. How about hair color? Yeah. Okay. Maybe one back up one more. I like that. Keep the nose okay. Neck, ears, that's okay. Voice.
No, it is gone.
How do you do?
I like that. Cocky.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Mystical.
Charmed, I'm sure. Greetings.
How do you do?
I'll just do cocky. And I have a name picked out. It's going to be Eindar. I'm reading a novel, a Warhammer fantasy novel by C.L. Werner. And the main character is this Reaver named Eindar. I'm kind of modeling this off of him. So this he's a Norscan raider. So, yeah. So, let's see. I got to refamiliarize myself what these are. Strength measures a character's physical prowess and directly affects the damage a character deals in physical combat. It also contributes to the accuracy of the melee attacks. Okay, so accuracy is part of strength too. High strength is essential for warriors, in particular if they wish to wield two-handed weapons, and is nearly as critical for rogues. So, two-handed weapons require strength, not two weapons. Okay. How about dexterity? Dexterity is the measure of agility, reflexes, and balance. Higher dexterity improves a character's chances to hit, makes the character more likely to dodge incoming blows. That's interesting. Improves a character's chances to hit. If you look at strength, it says high strength is essential for warriors. Okay, I thought... okay. I guess I'm a little confused about this. It also contributes to the accuracy of melee attacks on strength, right? The accuracy of melee attacks, and this says, for dexterity, it says the higher dexterity improves the character's chances to hit. So what's the difference between accuracy and chances to hit? I don't know. Willpower. Willpower represents a character's determination and mental fortitude. With high willpower, mages can cast more spells, thanks to a deeper mana pool. For warriors and rogues, willpower grants more stamina for combat techniques. Okay. Magic. Magic is a measure of a character's natural affinity for the arcane. This attribute is crucial for mages since it directly increases a character's spell power score, which determines the potency of all spells. The magic attribute also determines how effective potions, poultices, and salves are for classes. Okay. Cunning. Cunning determines how well a character learns and reasons. Most skills, such as herbalism or combat tactics, require a quick mind to master, and an observant eye can more easily find weaknesses in enemy armor. Rogues benefit most from this statistic, as many of their class abilities and special attacks rely on subtlety or reading the target, not raw strength. And then Constitution represents health and resilience. Higher Constitution directly increases the amount of damage a character can take before falling. So hit points. Definitely going to want one of those. 2 strength. 1 dexterity. And 1 willpower. I don't really know how the mechanics work, but that makes sense to me. I don't need magic or cunning. That's not the kind of character I'm going, but these other things matter to me. Okay, skills. What are my options? Coercion. Stealing. No. Trap making. This character has learned to construct basic traps. That's interesting. Survival. The character can detect the presence of... Okay, it takes cunning of nearby creatures below the character's own level. Small bonus to nature resistance. Herbalism. Simple potions and poultices. Yeah. Poison making. The character has survived the difficult learning process of making simple poisons. Yeah. Improved combat... combat training. Improved combat training. What does this do? Combat training is... The character has completed basic combat training. Warriors and rogues gain access to first-tier weapon talents. Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spellcasting. Okay? So we got that one already. And improved combat training. Improved combat training. Warriors and rogues gain access to second-tier weapon talents, as well as a bonus to stamina regeneration. Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spellcasting, and gain a bonus to mana regeneration. And 3, expert combat training. Expert combat training is the character has seen more battles than even a seasoned soldier, and gains a small bonus to attack. Warriors and rogues gain access to third-tier weapon talents. Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spellcasting. And combat tactics. The character can formulate strategies quickly in battle and consequently gains a combat tactics slot. I'm not sure what that means, but that seems like it's important, a combat tactics slot. So I wasn't really impressed by all of it. Maybe coercion because it opens up dialogue options. I think that's kind of how it works in these BioWare games. Like I'm thinking this is going to be... I've played this before, I should say, but I think I already mentioned that, but it's been a long time. It's let's see, 14 years since I played it. So I think I'm going to go with combat tactics, and mostly for role-playing. Because if I'm a noble, then I would have probably had some training in, like, some sort of strategic game like chess. And I like this idea of having a combat tactics slot. I'm not really sure what that means. Oh boy, all sorts of stuff. So we have warrior, dual weapon, archery, and weapon and shield. I don't want to be dual weapon or archery, but how about warrior? It's powerful. Through training and hard work, the warrior has gained greater health and reduced fatigue penalty for wearing armor. I like that. I want to have high armor. And precise striking. The warrior tries to make each attack count, sacrificing attack speed for a bonus to attack, as well as an increased chance to score critical hits for as long as this mode is active. So this would be the DPS choice, and this would be the tank choice. I'll do that. I'm going to skip dual weapon and archery. And what's this? Shield bash. Okay. It's a shield pummel. I don't think I need another skill just yet. It might be useful though. The character follows up an attack with 2 hits from the shield, dealing normal damage with each attack. If the target fails a physical resistance check, it is stunned. Shield mastery doubles the character's strength bonus for each strike. Interesting. Shield defense. This is a mode. So While this mode is active, the character drops into a defensive stance that favors the shield, gaining a bonus to defense and an increased chance to shrug off missile attacks. But taking a penalty to attack, I need to. The way these are written, I'm finishing the sentence before it's done, or I'm trying to keep the sentence going when it's done. With shield balance, the attack penalty is reduced. With shield expertise, the defense bonus increases. With shield mastery, the defense bonus further increases. So shield defense, shield balance, shield tactics, shield mastery. Okay. What's this? Shield block. Practice fighting with a shield improves the character's guard. Enemies can no longer flank the character on the shield carrying side. That might be useful. That might be useful. Does this just stay? Oh, it's passive. I like passive skills. I'm going to do that because I am going to use a shield. Passive abilities are awesome because you don't have to activate them. And I know my playstyle, I often will forget to activate things. So practice fighting with a shield improves the character's guard. Enemies can no longer flank the character on the shield carrying side. I like that. All right, Eindar, Kuslan, we're ready to go. We will play probably at normal. This is a recommended setting for players familiar with role-playing games. I am familiar with role-playing games, providing a good balance of challenge and survivability. It requires moderate use of tactical pausing to plan actions during combat. I'm fine with that. Although party members can harm each other with careless use of certain abilities, damage due to friendly fire is only half what would be against enemies. Okay. Fine by me.
For generations, your family, the Kuslans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuslan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
Okay. Was I brought here for a reason? And you, Arohao? Is your family here, Arohao? So you're not leaving until tomorrow? What should I say? Pleased to see you? He'll ask about his family.
Oh no, I left them in Amaranthine, well away from the fighting in the south. They do send their best wishes. My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
I really enjoyed the costuming in this game. They spent a lot of time on the fine details. My daughter Delilah asked after you. Okay. I'm going to say I'd like that. I guess maybe there's like some sort of relationship between Delilah and him.
Good. She goes on about your prowess as a warrior. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Okay. Are you certain? What's involved with such a task? Very reluctant to take responsibility. I'll do my best, Father. What? Why can't I go into battle with you and Fergus? Is that really necessary? Man, I'm going to say this. Why can't I go into battle?
I'm certain you'd more than prove yourself, but I am not willing to deal with your mother if you join the war. She'd kill me if I let you go. She's already twisted into knots about Fergus and me going.
Okay. Let me talk to her. I'll convince her. Okay, that's pretty intense. If you don't send me, I'll kill you. Kind of want to choose that just to see what happened. That's not fair. I want to fight. It's kind of whiny. All right, we'll just do number 4. Very well. I'll do what you think is best.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes?
No.
There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
That soldier hit his chest pretty hard.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrion Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
Yes, I watched the cinematics. They're an order of great warriors. Is there a reason I should care? No, we'll say they're an order of great warriors.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
I'd rather like that idea, Father. Is there a reason I shouldn't join them? I have no interest in becoming a Grey Warden. Perhaps that would get me into battle. I rather like that idea, Father, I think. I'll be more deferential. I really respect my father. There's a reason.
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
He keeps calling me pup, and I don't think the beard matches that description, because I feel like if I was really a pup, I would not have a beard. I feel like I'm like, at the latest, I'm like 25 or so. But I think in the story, I should probably be like 18. Let's see. I don't know what he asked. Of course. I don't know what he said. I'm just going to say of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where is Fergus? Are you trying to get rid of me? But I'd like to stay and talk to Duncan. But I'm not done talking to you yet. Alright, where is Fergus?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Alright. All sorts of things. Codex. 2 codexes. 3 codexes. 4 codexes. New screenshot. That's interesting. What's the new screenshot? I don't know why that's there. It's interesting. Okay, journal. Your journal tracks updates to your current objectives and records the results of prior exploits. This includes quests completed as well as codex entries that describe the world around you. At the bottom of your journal screen, the Make Active button lets you designate the quest you're currently working on, which activates arrows on top of the map and in the game world that direct you to the next point in the plot. View in codex. Why not? I don't know what that did. Okay. So, okay, what's this premium content? Journey to Sulker's Pass, where a troubled merchant awaits with a deal that may be too good to be true. The Couslands of High Ever. Your father, Tyrion Bryce Cousland, and Arl Howe have been summoned by King Kaelin to the battle at Ostagar. However, Arl Howe's forces have been delayed. You have been sent to tell your brother Fergus that he should leave for Ostagar ahead of your father. Fergus is probably in his room saying goodbye to his wife and child. Okay. No completed quests. I like this window here. Codex. All sorts of codex. 1, Culture and History. High Ever. Let's read about High Ever real quick. Castle High Ever has stood since the Divine Age, when it was not an independent Benorn, but merely an outpost of the growing Benorn of Amaranthine. In the days before Amaranthine became an Arling itself, the outpost of High Ever was originally held by the Elston family, cousins of the Howells. In the Age of Towers, however, Ban Conobar Elston was murdered by his wife, Flemeth, thus ending the bloodline. Conobar's captain of the guard, Sarum Cuslin, took the lands and title. The Cuslins declared their independence from Amaranthine, starting a war that lasted 30 years. When the dust settled, High Ever was on its own and in possession of half the land that had once been southwestern Amaranthine. High Ever became a tyranneer during the Black Age, when Halia Cuslin gathered the lords together under her banner to drive the werewolves out of their lands, earning herself the title of Tyrna almost as an afterthought. Halia Cuslin fought werewolves. It's pretty cool. Today, High Ever is one of only 2 remaining tenures, making the Cuslin family second in rank, only to the king. From Ferelden, Folklore and History by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. That's pretty cool. Characters. Duncan. Arl. Let's read about Duncan. I'm not going to read all of these. This will be the other one I read this episode. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings, the Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness. Like many others, Duncan gave up his family name when he joined the ranks of the Wardens, a symbolic gesture of cutting ties. You might say this was a convenience in his case. However, his mother was from the Anderfells, his father from Tevinter. His childhood was spent in the Free Marches and Orlais. His people were everywhere, and his homeland was nowhere. He was given the almost impossible task of leading the Wardens in Ferelden, a kingdom that had thrown the Order out 200 years earlier. Facing local suspicion and hostility, Duncan set about finding recruits. So Duncan seems like a good guy. Notes. What's this? Feast day. Oh, there's credits. There's a name I'm going to recognize. Let's see. There is a quality assurance. It's cool. Special thanks, team testers, engineering. The story writer is also a novelist. If I can find the novelist. Level artist, design. Can't find the. Anyhow, the story artist. I mean, the story writer for this game also wrote a series of novels that were set in this world, and I've read one, and they're really good. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do this quest, Father's Task. But I'm gonna take my time and just, plot helpers. Plot helpers are markers on your current area map to indicate where you need to go. Okay. But I just want to spend some time looking around. I mean, this is cool. So we have suits of armor. I can't really zoom in. This is as close as I can get. Okay, it's 2 modes. This and that. It's more like a top-down. This is more. So we've got like a lyre here, some wine and cups, some pies. Can't interact with them. Paintings on the wall. Big stove. Okay, let's... Next, exploration. Use W, A, S, and D to explore the world. Alternatively, right-click on the ground. Okay. Use your mouse wheel to zoom in for exploration and out for tactical combat. In exploration mode, moving the mouse while clicking the right button rotates your view. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, clicking in the mouse wheel lets you pan across the screen. I'm sorry. Pan across the... Oh, I guess I'm not in combat right now. You can only pan until your party members are at the edge of the screen. Okay, that's pretty cool. Got books here. So basically the kitchen and the wine areas on one side, the books are on the other. Looks like there's a map here. These are some chairs. What's over here? A book here. Maybe that's my mom. Are you my mother? Let's see, I think so. And let's see. Yeah, that's Dad over here. I forget his name already. Bryce, I think. Can I go outside here?
Yes.
Oh, exploration. Oh, I wonder if I can just make this go away. I know how to explore. Am I allowed out here? That's pretty cool. I'm not going to go this way just yet. I'm going to bring up my map. Alright. It's a pretty big place.
Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord.
Good evening to you, guard. Can't go out here. Can't go. It's locked. Insufficient skill. Okay. Some barrels. What's that for? Like put a guard up there or something? It's interesting. I don't think you can like jump in this game. This isn't an action game. Let me check the controls if there's a jump option. I don't think there are jump options. So, select full party, control A, quick slots, move camera, move forward, move back, swap weapon, okay. Skills, this is all pretty straightforward. Screenshot is print screen, okay. Let's do this, print screen. Just pressed it. I don't know if it took a screenshot or not. Okay, so where's my brother? I had to get here. So let's go looking for my brother. I think this is the way I go, right?
Good evening, my lord.
That's where I go? Everything's locked. Okay, I don't want to get lost, so I don't want to turn right up here. Just keep going past this alleyway. I don't think I need to go down here. No.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Huh. Why are you looking for me? Hello to you, too, Sir Gilmore. Good thing, too, considering father's company. Oh, that's not very nice.
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Okay. My hound. Did the dog get into the larder again? She was my nanny before she was the cook. Nan won't leave. Nan is just blowing off steam. She's always been like that. So why look for me to do something? That's pretty mean. I'm going to do 3 because I feel like he has a pretty good relationship with Nan. This, whoever that is.
Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Okay. Stupid dog. He never behaves. He knows better than to hurt anyone. I'm busy at the moment. Then I guess I should go collect him. I'll say that.
That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
All right. To the kitchen, then. I need to talk to my brother first. Maybe I should say that. I don't need you to follow me around. Where's my mother? We'll say I need to talk to my brother
Your
first.
mother was quite specific. Unless the castle is under attack, you get that dog before doing anything else. Her words, not mine. Before we go, my lord, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true?
Oh, yeah, he's the guy that... Yes. His name is Duncan. I met him.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
He intends to test you for recruitment. I think that's true.
Maker's breath. Are you certain? Can you imagine me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
All right. Mischief in the larder. Grey Wardens. I wish we would have got a codex for Mabari hounds. Did we get one for Mabari hounds? Culture and history. However, and the Grey Wardens. We'll read that later. Maybe next episode. We'll read a few. Can I go in there?
Good evening, my lord.
Who are these people? Oldest.
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
It's alright, it's boring. Still the taskmaster, I see. They could do with some discipline. I'm gonna respect him.
If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
It's weird. No, thank you. I must attend to an important task. Certainly, I'd be happy to. I'm quite familiar with the subject matter. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually inclined to click this. I'm actually a professor by profession, so I'm like, yes, let me teach. But I'm quite familiar with the subject matter.
Perhaps you could make the topic more palatable for these lads and their minuscule intellects.
All right, very well.
Wonderful. The Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
Okay. Come to think of it, I have things I must do. When was our line founded? We predate the founding of the kingdom, yes? Tell about our relationship with Arl Howe. Yeah, let's do that.
The history between the Couslands and the Howes reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
Go on. Wait, when did Orlais occupy Highever?
During your grandfather's rule. Of course, Orlais found it difficult to hold these lands. During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near Highever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the tournier's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
We fought the Howes? As was our right, the Howes are our vassals. Unfortunately, but we couldn't lose Harper's Ford. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in why they're still friends.
The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Logain. Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn.
Timed in the lesson. So we predate the founding of the kingdom?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man.
Okay. I don't advise insulting me, old man. I'll be nice. I'm gonna play a very nice and kind character. It's your skill as a tutor, sir.
If I were truly a skilled tutor, I suspect I would not encounter such insouciance amongst my pupils. You can look that up later. At any rate, your family has held the tourneur of Highever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain Highever's independence.
Okay. And I'm a little confused at this. So we oppose the king? It says, at any rate, your family held the tourneur of Highever before king. Okay. All right, so we were trying to maintain our independence.
Well, the Couslands are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Calenhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Calenhad's army reached Highever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Calenhad won.
Okay, I don't know if I can keep blowing them off if you get bored. And Calenhad let us keep the Tyr. It's interesting.
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
When was our line founded?
Records are vague, but the Kuslans became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Yeah, I remember something about an age in there.
Every day I pray to the Maker that my lessons will stick, and every day he tasks me anew. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Kuslan organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
Okay. I guess time...
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Oh, does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. But perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself.
That's actually pretty funny. The noble families of Ferelden. Geography of Ferelden. Okay, cool. I like how if you ask questions, you get codex entries. So, man, these books. A new party member has joined you. You can take control of this character directly by left-clicking on his or her portrait. Alternatively, you can use tactics menu. Okay, so. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. These books are huge. You could, like, that's ridiculous. What's this? Oh, wait, I don't want to talk to the librarian. I guess I can try. Did he say something?
Good evening.
Okay. Another fireplace. It's probably really warm in here. Lamp. I'm really impressed by this game. I know it's 2009 and I had the graphics turned all the way up, but it's just really cool. And like put so much thought into like the rafters. Am I missing anything? Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to stop here. I think this is a good place to stop. I'm going to start next time with. I have to go to do this mischief in the larder. My trusty hound is in the larder. I have to go and I guess I have to go and get him, and then I have to go and find my brother. So yeah, that was episode 1. Thank you very much, and have a good day.